What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday, so of course we have another TWAB, and this one is honestly pretty packed with information. It's got some pretty cool stuff in it, so let's just hop straight into it. So right off the bat, we basically instantly have Bungie stating that they basically gave away that some of our favorite weapons from Destiny 1 are showing up in Destiny 2 as a reward for completing the Nightfall the Ordeal. So right here we have a picture of the Swarm, the heavy machine gun, the Palindrome in the middle, which is the hand cannon, and Shadow Prize, which is the auto rifle, which are all three some new weapons that will be coming in with Season 13, which I'm pretty excited about. Next, we have Hot Pursuit. Similar to Season of the Hunt, we will have a new pursuit weapon for you to earn from your quest of choice, which is Between Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit, to earn the new breech-loaded grenade launcher, Salvager's Salvo. It looks kind of like a slower handling and harder hitting grenade launcher, so that could be interesting. Next up, we have a picture of the 3 new Trials weapons, which, to be honest, I did not know that there was only going to be 3. I don't really know what I expected, but I kind of feel like other people feel the same way too, where we were kind of expecting like a full wipeout of the current weapons and then replace them with like new ones, because that's kind of how it sounded. But I wonder which ones they're gonna keep, which weapons they're gonna keep in the Trials loot pool. But anyway, we have the picture of all 3 of the new Trials weapons, and they look pretty sick. You can see the Solar Sword down at the bottom, the beautiful hand cannon in the middle, and the pulse rifle up at the top, which is looking pretty amazing. I believe that pulse rifle is based off, well, kind of like a reskin of one of the pulse rifles in Destiny 1. I actually might be wrong because, well, I'm just not the smartest, I guess. I don't know, but I think it is. But either way, I'm still very excited for it. Alright, up next, we have a full picture of the Trials armor for what it looks like with all 3 characters, and some information on the Trials Adept weapons and Trials armor and just normal weapons, which says that each weapon will have an Adept version with special mods, which you can read more about if you click this link, which I assume is the same system of perks as we just had, because it was pretty good. As well as a special shader that can be applied to any Adept weapons, even the ones from the Grandmaster Nightfall, which I think is pretty cool because, it just kind of gives something a little unique only for Adept weapons. It's not much, but it's like a small little cool thing. Anyway, for the first week of Trials, armor and Adept mods will be in a flawless chest. The second week, however, is when you'll have your first chance of the season to grab an Adept weapon without having to go flawless, which I think is pretty cool because it gives more casual players a way to get Adept weapons. The next paragraph says, along with these new weapons and armor, Trials has some new cosmetic rewards to show off as well. The Ghost Shell drop chances increase as you win matches and increase when you hit 3, 5, and 7 wins, and the flawless milestone for each week. The Ship and Sparrow draw chances increase every time you go flawless, and we actually have some pictures of all 3 of them. So here is the picture of the Trials Ghost. I think it looks pretty clean. I like the little horns on the side of it. Here is the picture of the Sparrow. I think it looks pretty nice. Little bulky, but I think its shape and design's a lot different than the normal Sparrow, so I think that's pretty cool. Alright, and here's the picture of the ship. Now, I really like this because I'm not a very big fan of ships in Destiny 2 as much as I am in D1, because in Destiny 2 they just don't seem as good looking, I guess. I don't know, they just look more bulky and small, but in D1 they look like big, and they all had like a different style for each thing that kind of made it look like you actually earned it, I guess. But I feel like this really gives me a Destiny 1 vibe for ships, and I like that a lot. I don't know. Comment your thoughts on that opinion, I guess. Alright, right now we actually have a picture of the new Season of Chosen weapons. You can see that there's a sidearm, sniper, rocket, fusion rifle, bow, and SMG. I'm pretty excited about the SMG and sniper. I guess I'm excited about the rocket too because of the buff. Curious to see how that affects it. The sidearm, I don't use sidearms too much. Fusion rifle makes me a little nervous. Like the sniper scope looks like it's a pretty long zoom, so I don't know if I'll like it too much, if I'm going to be using it much. I like shorter zoomed things, but yeah, still excited to try it out. Comment your thoughts on whether you like what the new weapons look like or not, and why. I personally like them. They kind of give me a vibe of the Destiny 1 Iron Banner weapons at some point. I forgot what it was. They had kind of a brown thing that was a similar texture and shape as the blue thing on the weapons. So, and I really liked the design of the weapons and armor in Destiny 1, and same with the ships and all that. Up next, we have the Cult of Aeon changes to the armor pieces. You know, those were meant to be kind of exotics to work together as a team with, but they just weren't as good as expected. So, Bungie says, the team has some cool plans to shake up the Aeon suit of exotics. Here it is straight from the Destiny dev team on what you can expect when you equip these arms. In redesigning the Aeon Cult exotic armor pieces, we wanted to lean hard into the idea that these are exotics that you and your fire team wear when you really want to work together as a team. With that in mind, we have these 3 main goals for the revamped mechanics. Create a role-based mechanic that rewards you for doing the things that your role is supposed to be good at. 2, create mechanics that reward other players on your fire team when you fulfill your role. 3, give your fire team incentive for each player to take on a different role, which I think is interesting. The next paragraph states, instead of having a single monolithic exotic perk to handle this, we opted to take a page out of Armor 2.0 book and give the Aeon Cult exotics their own unique mod sockets and mods, which are all unlocked as soon as you acquire the exotic, and each of which is tied to one of the other different Aeon Cult roles. These mods are identical across all exotics for all 3 classes, so you can choose any role regardless of what class or subclass you are playing. I think for sure this is pretty interesting and unique. I definitely think that it's cool that they are adding a fully new mod slot for these 3 exotics and mods on their own to try and get more players to use them. I think that's pretty cool. Not sure if I'll use them. Depends on the mods, I guess. So I guess we'll see. Here's a picture I've put up on screen of the 3 different perks for the Aeon Swift armor pieces. You can pause it and read them if you want. I'm not going to read them out because I don't want my videos to be too long. I don't want it to be like 10 minutes. Hopefully it's not. Really quickly, this is a list of the exotics that had their catalysts taken out. Like, you couldn't get them temporarily because the way to get them was associated with vaulted content. But they have changed how to get the catalyst complete for this list of exotic weapons. Bad Juju, Izanagi's Burden, Sleeper's Simulant, the Huckleberry, Worldline Zero, Polaris Lance, Telesto, Legend of Acreus, and Skyburner's Oath. Which means you'll be able to work on all of those catalysts, so that's cool. Last but not least, this will be short, there are new Prime Gaming rewards, which you can get through the sign-up link through your Bungie.net account, and you can go claim your rewards. But the rewards are Graviton Lance, Karina Nebula Exotic Weapon Ornament for Graviton Lance, the Cosmos Exotic Shell Ghost Shell, and last but not least, the Avalon Corsair Legendary Sparrow, seen at the right hand of the screen. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know some of the information at the end was a little dry, but overall, this was a very good TWAB. Some cool new information, some cool pictures, and some cool changes coming to some of the weapons, Adept things, and all that, you know. But, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, dislike, just any feedback would be helpful. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. See ya.